Good morning, Hallowed Haven family. This is After Dawn, the show where we sit down and have a cup of coffee with the cast, crew, and creators behind Hallowed Haven Studios productions. I'm Solomon, and I'm joined by my co-host, Grizz.
Hey Saul, how you doing?
I'm doing
Yeah.
just fine.
No. We are going to be talking about Apotheosis episode 9, part 1, and I am, honestly, I'm misremembering the title. Is it The Bad Places?
Born to Die.
Thank you. You can
Gotcha.
talk too, guys. I don't mind. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotcha.
I don't know. Honestly, yeah. This is the lack of sleep. This is how unhinged this episode is already. Yes. Born to Die, and BB is gonna kill me. I don't care. So, in this episode, the crew successfully managed to get an actual altar for someone to pray at a hospital dedicated to the Aztec gods, full of blood and everything like that. Someone almost passed out. They had traumatic experience from it. It was terrible. There's more adorable dragon moments. And then they dipped all the way down to New Orleans and met up with Shango to speed their way all the way over to Guinea, the underworld of the Loa, to engage in their next task. It's actually kind of impressive. They managed to finish one and start one in the same episode for the first time all season.
Progress.
And speaking of people who helped that progress, we have two people right now. We have the lovable Gavin.
Hello, it's me, Gavin.
And the person who loves to take his time in every... We have Overthinker, the wonderful Overthinker.
Hello, that is I.
Yes,
I
calling
played
you
Karim.
out. You did. I didn't get to say that. Oh, goodness. Yes, Clint and Karim are joining us here. How you guys doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How about y'all?
I'm doing good.
Happy
Quite
to have
well.
the Snuggle Buddies here.
I know, right?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So now we have the Snuggle Buddies here, and I wrote this down because I was hoping I'd get the two of you in this. Here's a question for the both of you.
Mm-hmm.
If your character could snuggle up with any other character in this entire show, both seasons, who would it be, and would they be the little spoon or the big spoon?
I mean, I'll give mine first, and it is the boring answer, but I feel like Karim as the little spoon to Clint is the perfect ideal situation. Like, we didn't really get to meet Ganesha, and maybe they'd be a good candidate, but of the people we really know, yeah, this was good.
It was pretty much perfect. I couldn't think of anyone else that would fit well with. Right off the bat, well, if it has to be someone else, I guess Clint would aim for Gwen. Gotta find a way to break through that crunchy exterior, find the soft center, expose her to the rest of the group, find some ways of building bridges. In reality, Karim is definitely Clint's best cuddle partner at the moment.
I was going to say, you get to the soft center and realize there's a razor blade stuck in it.
Yeah, someone
that might be the case.
Not the right kind of candy for Clint.
Inside the poison is more poison. What are the odds?
It's cyanide and ricin all at once.
Oh, goodness gracious. But thank you for letting me have that little icebreaker question. I love asking them because they're goofy. And for some reason, for the past 6 weeks, everyone thinks about it really deeply.
No, I'm already going there. I'm like, I'm sure there's other gods who would qualify, but then there's a power dynamic.
I mean, you have the other members of the band, too. You don't want to cuddle Coda?
Coda seems like she needs to be cuddled, which I'm not opposed to, but I can't see Karim at this point in his life being the big spoon to anyone. That boy needs help.
Who would he be the little spoon to with anyone else? Who would cuddle Karim?
That's kind of what I'm saying. He doesn't have anybody.
You have to write that down for one of the finale questions. But yeah, Paul, you got a good question lined up?
I do. One specifically aimed solely at Karim.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So I have noticed a bit of a trend with the characters that you tend to play, either as being asked to come on or making for yourself.
Mhm.
What draws you to the lovable scumbag? Because we've seen that
Ah,
with Irileth, we've seen that with Loki, we've seen that with Karim.
the lovable scumbag, first of all, is just so much fun to play, and I like how you phrased that. It comes in part from a lot of these games involving violence, and my general belief that you have to be kind of uh, a hardened individual if you engage in violence regularly. Like, you might have had empathy, you might have empathy, but you've got to let some of it go if you're gonna kill people as part of your job. So being lovable is just me trying to have fun and be a good character. And being a scumbag is like, well, I'm not in I'm not in a peaceful setting. I've got to be able to pop off, and it's got to be believable. Does that make sense? Does that answer your question?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It kind of makes me think of the original mandate for how soldiers were trained to basically be broken, so that way they could do what they had to do.
Yeah. I think it's also um, less so with Loki, but with Karim and Irileth, there's a skill set that I like to bring to a character, which is just kind of a spy. I think I've played so many RPGs, specifically like a bunch of Shadowrun, and there are techniques and tricks in the sort of heist criminal Ocean's 11 slash. If anybody watched the Burn Notice TV show,
Yeah.
yeah, at a certain point, you just get good at figuring out a situation and sort of detectiving and playing the elements. It's like the real skill set of a spy is just sort of knowing what's going on around you. And these days, I find it hard to play a character who doesn't do that. So, lovable bastards with a skill set. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to be a completely different person when we get into Jane Austen. Promise.
Are you going to be the scumbag lover instead?
It's shit.
For turning around from being the person who needs fixing to I can fix them.
Oh.
It's a hard pivot.
Yep.
I'm over here being like, as the person running that game, anyway. Back to Apotheosis. What are we doing? So here's a question for Karim, actually. What do you what was his honest assessment of what had happened if Shango had seen him? Because I had the thought when I was listening to a couple of previous episodes, like it sounded like he was already ready to dip, but it also didn't sound like he knew Shango that well either. Or just making a quick assessment of, nah, I don't want that smoke either way.
I think it was a little bit of that. As we sort of learned over the course of his stay on the show, Karim is a character who's been railroaded. He doesn't get to make a lot of choices. He's on the side he's on because he made a choice one time and he can't unmake it. And Set's enemies are his enemies, whether he likes it or not. I think more will become clear about why Karim avoids gods in general. I think that'll become clearer and clearer as hopefully he comes back for season 2.
Well, 3.
Season 3.
Well, the first one didn't count because I wasn't in
There you go.
it.
I had to keep catching myself too, pretending this isn't the first season. It's definitely the second.
Indeed.
The first season of Happy Thoughts. The first. Let's put it that way.
Pure joy.
It's definitely been a shift in tones and themes. I'll say that much.
But if I can just, I'm shooting from the hip here completely. Not a bad one. The first season ended with a tone shift. I'm like, oh, we're going to redeem this guy, and now we've got people who are all about that.
Yeah, it actually lines up pretty well.
Yeah, you've all got paladin energy.
That's a great way of putting it, definitely. When I was theory crafting Clint, it was along the lines of how do I build a paladin that is following a deity who doesn't necessarily line up with who he is. Like, that is his theme, right? He's that lawful good guy following maybe a lawful neutral, maybe a neutral good, not quite sure how it plays out. Maybe a little bit evil. When you're, having to do death stuff, there's evil stuff involved. At least to mortals and their side of morality and ethics, right?
Yeah.
It works out really well. It's a good theme to have when redemption is our goal, right?
Mm-hmm. Actually links back to the other question. Part of Karim being a lovable asshole was, here's 3 people who are good, so I need to be something else. Maybe ultimately good, but let's mix it up a little bit. I wanted to play off of you guys when I was building him.
And it works very well. It's been a great dynamic seeing how we get to react to Karim, because we're all clearly from different walks of life, different backgrounds. You've got the professor, you've got the student, and you've got the jock, all seeing Karim in a different light. And it works out really, really well.
Thank you.
It's the Holy Breakfast Club.
It really is.
Excellent. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of the job of a guest star, is to give everybody something to react to that says more about them.
That's a great way of looking at it and putting it, because that I feel you've definitely accomplished that goal. Then we've had, like I said, the 3 different perspectives coming in, and we get to experience it from their sides. We've got the standoffish professor who's not quite sure, maybe a little afraid even of of what Karim can do. We've got Coda, who is almost in a similar vein, right? Like, not quite 2 peas in a pod, but adjacent. They've gone similar paths. And then
Cousins, as it turns out.
Exactly, right? And then you've got Clint, who is just the almost antithesis, right? Of, if you're going to be fighting things all the time, you have to have the empathy so that you stay, if not human, at least grounded. You still have to be part of the world you live in. And if you become cold and crass and kind of callous to it, you lose out on who you are as a person. And I think that's a big reason of why Clint and Karim partner up so well, is Clint wants to add some of that back into Karim's life.
And I'm curious to see how that happens moving forward, works or doesn't.
Right? We'll see. Season 3, fingers crossed.
Season 3. All right, guys, more questions. What do we got?
No, I mean, I'm letting
we were
you do
enjoying letting you guys go off.
I mean, it's kind of the thing you do, so I'm just letting you do it.
Look, we go off whenever we're supposed to be on task. And now we're trying to be on task when we're supposed to go off.
Yeah.
We can't win for losing.
It's distinctly just opposite. I'm going to go the other way. Oh, you wanted me to go this way? I'm going to go the other way.
We are the contrarians.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
That's a good name for the band, actually.
Yeah.
Not terrible.
I mean, just when you think they're going to walk past that gate and leave, instead, they spend an hour and a half.
Trying to figure out how to keep it closed without keeping it locked.
I think I mentioned this in like a post-episode thing, but I was listening to that being like, this is good. They should definitely lock that gate. Terrible things will get out if they don't. But can't you just go find Sun Tzu and like have him guard it?
I mean, I'm sure that was a possibility that did not occur to us at all.
Yeah.
We were just trying to like, all right, we've got this contract. We've got what is definitely a puzzle right in front of us. No, we shouldn't have even agreed to the damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
Also, wouldn't Sun Tzu be with wherever the Chinese celestial bureaucracy are because he's Chinese? And they were in the Japanese underworld?
Ooh.
I didn't want to
up there.
Hitting with the hard
facts. My bad.
No. Let them own it.
Embrace it. It's okay. We all make mistakes.
Just never do it again.
Ever.
Or there's only like how many fucking pantheons in Apotheosis? You'll be fine.
It feels like 27.
There are many. And I haven't read all the books, so I don't know. I just started listening to the Kalevala. And it's the book of Finnish. It's the Finnish epic. Because my ancestors are from Finland. I don't know if their gods are part of Scion. I'm a little surprised if they are.
Speaking gods are part of Scion. Get the train back on the fucking tracks.
And we're back.
You don't want me to hit the Kalevala?
No. So,
no, not right now.
All right.
Let's see. So, here's a question, Clint.
Yes.
So, does Clint wish he had... Like, here's the thing about the ritual sacrifice thing. Like, he dipped before that happened.
Yeah.
Does he wish he had been there to support everybody?
Partially, but he also recognized that if he stayed there and made it worse, made a scene, caused a conundrum, if you will, that it would not be the kind of support that people need.
This is going to be bloody and terrible. You sure you want to be here?
Nope, I'm gone. You guys have a good one. Good luck.
No, that's cool.
What's that? You got rewarded for witnessing something horrible? You also got PTSD. Good job.
Yeah, because it felt like one of the first times that we've had that he actually... with respect to everyone who loves Clint, as I love Clint too, it did feel like the first time he's run away.
Right. There's the rare moments of his courage not being at its maximum. I mean, he has kind of dipped into that well power of his innate courage quite frequently. And right now, as it goes both on his stats, like his virtues numbers, and also just having a little bit of exhaustion of like, I have to step up to the plate. I have to put my foot in it. I have to be the one that saves the day of, okay, hopefully no one's going to get hurt here. And if they stay here, that's their choice. They're going to witness something horrible. I am not that strong at the moment. I'm going to go and take a break and eat some Funyuns. And yeah, maybe it was a little escape, but it was definitely in line with just Clint is not yet a god. He still has his mortal moments.
Is that also in part of like to phrase this in a polite way? He's experiencing more. So as he's experiencing more, he's just seeing more things to be afraid of. Because before it was just like, everything's fine. Oh, it's not fine. It hasn't been fine. It was never fine. I made a mistake.
I wouldn't say it's gotten quite that far. We haven't seen enough horrors and mind-bending madness events to really cause that. But he has... what's that?
I was going to say, you did hop into a crab van and get teleported to Guinea through a whirlpool. So I'm just like...
Yeah, but that's awesome.
Exactly. That's something Clint's like, you know what? Mortals wish they could do this. This was fucking cool. And he's just there, right?
Yeah.
But when it comes to that moment of witnessing something truly gruesome, and also with the expectation and the hope that no one's going to get hurt, Clint did feel comfortable running away.
And
Fair enough.
Good. Yeah, good. I'm glad.
Yeah, that probably wouldn't have gone well.
No, yeah, that I also have to, as the voice and acting behind Clint, have to understand where I should step back and let the story progress, because I am kind of a force of prolonging scenes. I like to add a little chaos sometimes, a little gremlin of chaos over here. And I gotta let it happen sometimes.
As the guy who called out, let's go to Denny's mid-episode, yeah.
I cannot stress enough how much I want to slap you through this fucking computer screen. Like, seriously, let's go to Denny's. Fuck you, Overthinker. I swear to God, no.
I mean, I only suggested food like 4 or 5
Get
times
your ass to
get
New
us there.
Orleans, you little shits.
I was just
deep other guest star rage, like, get to my scene or I'll murder you.
I was fully in character in that moment, being like, Karim, we're standing in a hospital talking about magical crime. We need somewhere else to talk. And then we went in the room and everything was fine.
And yeah, you know, speaking of which, there was a game I was playing on the other day where someone was like, let's go to Red Robin. And I was like, oh shit. This exists? And everyone was like, yeah, you didn't know that? I was like, I don't know, it's a Red Robin. It's not like...
It might be more of a West Coast thing.
No, we got them down here too.
Yeah, there's plenty of Denny's everywhere, yeah. Yeah, it's just
I take it back.
Unfortunately.
But you know what? One note I'm upset with, and it's towards you, Gavin.
Uh-oh.
We just finished episode 9. We're heading into episode 10, and not once at all have you suggested y'all go to Popeyes.
You know, that's fair.
You know what? I'm just saying, bro. Southern boy, no Popeyes.
I don't know. You know, as much as I enjoy Popeyes, I'm kind of a Church's boy. I like my spicy chicken. We're at odds and ends here.
I know. It's just like, oh man, I respect you, but like, no one's even suggested Arby's.
Who?
Yikes.
Let's just go to Arby's. Like, no, I want someone to suggest Arby's so badly.
No, we should have done a drive-through at Checkers.
Oh fuck you. The drive-through.
That was my place when I was living in Alabama.
Oh god, no. Oh god.
It was pretty bad, but I ate it all the time.
You know what? While we're on the topic, because this is the serious part of the episode, clearly. Like, fuck it. Favorite fast food restaurants for your characters?
Whataburger. That would 123% be Clint's fast food of choice.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
I think Karim would be... He'd just be too happy at a Five Guys. Yeah, something about the white, and because he wants simultaneously the classic experience of a diner, but he also doesn't actually know diners. So the fact that Five Guys looks like a diner, he'd be like, "Oh, this is it. I'm getting it. This is what's in those movies."
A whole bucket of French fries.
Yeah.
Burger so greasy it drips on the table.
Honestly, I think just like, if anyone here hasn't had one, you need to get one. Just the straight up big ass chicken sandwich from KFC. That's Shango. Just pickles, mayonnaise, and chicken. That's all you need.
See, I actually fried up some chicken. I actually fried up some chicken thighs the other day just to make that kind of a sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
I might have to go get pickles and have that after this.
It's so good.
Damn.
The pickles have that nice acidic pop against the fattiness of a chicken thigh.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the crunch, the heat, the chill, the buttery bun. Oh.
Audience, if we've made you hungry, it's now time to like and subscribe.
There you go.
And if you want to hear more about our fast food fantasies, you can go to Hallowed Studios at patreon.com and subscribe to our $5 tier to get pickles. Anyway,
well, now we have to start selling pickles.
God damn it.
Yeah, it's almost like we have a merch store at HallowedHavenStudios.com/merch.
Hey,
hey, yo. They won't see this for a month.
Include more stuff. Just, I'm going to pitch it. I know it hasn't been mentioned in the merch. We need a Fat Dragon hoodie.
No, we need more Witcher Host stuff. Like, seriously, we need. Yeah.
But Karim is Team Fat Dragon.
That's true.
We're going to have a fast food and junk food addicted dragon one way or the other.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Gavin.
Yes?
Stop feeding the dragon.
No.
It's so rude.
Never.
It's so fucking rude.
I'm your dragon.
I've created a monster and I will continue to feed it.
Shout out to BP for having me roll sleight of hand and then being like, yeah, nobody sees you.
It's like, you're not rolling to drop a bag of Funyuns. And I'm just like, of course not. Like, that would be, imagine failing.
Just throwing it down with force.
Don't feed my dragon. Whap. Fuck you. Any questions at the top of your head, Saul?
I kind of got one. This is for both of you, I guess. What do you think that your characters would feel if they managed to hear both sides of the conversation that Net and Coda had?
Oh. That's a very good question.
Yeah, that's rough. Having heard it and then not heard it through my character, it was very rough. Oh, it was. If Clint had heard that, he would be very hurt for Coda. I don't think it was fair. You know, we were sent on these tasks. It's not like we're choosing to dilly-dally, but also we've taken a full season to get these tasks done. There's a bit of a point there. Yeah.
You also, characters chose the tasks in order to redeem the guy.
Yeah, that was another thing. Like, Clint didn't go in on that side of things. He doesn't, he understands what's at stake. He's officially met Loki, or not Loki. Oh no, the name escapes me. Stefan, yes. He's met Stefan. He's seen the whole predicament that they're in and what they want to redeem him for. He understands that there's some bad stuff that's happened, but he didn't experience it directly. He's been put into this situation from an entirely different perspective, where he's similar to Karim. He goes and does what he's told to do. Mom said, hey, go and help these people. They need some assistance to balance things out. Go and get it done. And Clint does it. So he's under the assumption that this is just the life that people have to live as Scions. They're told to go and do a task. They go and do it. And if it takes a while, that's how it's meant to happen. So from that side, still a new Scion, not understanding her side, he's very much aligned with Clint. Clint is very much aligned with Coda on the empathy of things. He's wanting to support her and help her and encourage her, not see her tormented by these maybe mistakes or the natural side effects of this lifestyle.
Yeah, but
I
it's
think
also.
Karim. Sorry, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
I think Karim would be that, and also he sees Net's side, like, because he kills bad people sometimes. I don't think the idea of redeeming someone who's using wolves would have come to him necessarily. Maybe flipping them to be a useful asset in intelligence gathering, but not like striving to purify their soul. In terms of the argument, I mean, there's a lot of shit to dig through. There's a lot between them.
Need a shovel.
Yeah. I think his advice to Coda, if he was asked for advice, would be, I mean, it sounds like you guys don't see eye to eye anymore.
Here's all I was gonna say is, like, you say that there's a lot to dig through. The concept of the relationship is very simple. It got really complex, but what it came down to it was he killed one of my beloved people, and then now you're trying to free him.
Mm-hmm.
That was the jump.
It's simple from Net's side. I liked you, you betrayed me, and you've been pussyfooting around it for a year. Whereas Coda is coming from all her own stuff to a certain point.
It is to a certain point, but that point is actually very shallow water, just in my opinion, because all I'm saying is Net laid all this out at the end of the last season.
Mm-hmm.
So the only thing Coda did for a year is just dig a hole.
I think Karim's opinion would be you've handled this poorly. You did a bad thing by her perspective. Like, putting aside the moral judgment, you hurt her and then you handled it poorly. And if you want to protect this Stefan guy, you got to decide what's more important, Nat or Stefan. And if it's Stefan, you got to figure out what kind of weapon Nat fights with, and you got to get good at fighting against it. Because at some point, you're going to have to cross blades with your ex.
Well, the fun part is Coda has Net's greatest weapon.
What is that?
His true name.
Well, that's Stefan.
Yeah, I'm saying Coda will have to fight Net.
Meaning like physical confrontation.
I think it's going to be, maybe. Well,
I mean,
who knows?
If Net keeps to her word and tries to kill Stefan, and the party is like, no.
Yeah.
It's also in Karim's mindset that I don't think it would ever really occur to him that someone would just stop because they like you. And that's his world. That's where he's coming from. That someone wouldn't try to kill their enemy because you're their friend.
Yeah. But a lot of ships sailed a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, in context, totally understand that side. Honestly, kind of on that side of like, he's been fucking around for a while. What the fuck's wrong with you? Did you maybe think about X, Y, and Z? But in character, Clint is only seeing things really from Coda's side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Karim would support Coda and tell her to be ready for the worst, and then probably get a job from set to, be involved. Now I'm just writing fan fiction in my head.
All right, we need more.
Set sends him to make sure that Stefan ends up like as a rogue agent that he can take advantage of. And then he does. And then Stefan, the rogue agent, ends up bound to other gods and doing his own thing and changing the world as a chaotic force.
And they were roommates.
Oh no, we're roommates.
And they were roommates.
Yeah, Karim got to snuggle. We don't really know how he swings on that. This was just very tender.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was
Could it
just
have gone further?
Deeply friendship-driven moment. Definitely could have gone further. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now we know, folks. Get on that.
Get the fan fiction machines going, baby.
I provide a service. I provide a service. A fan service.
God damn it.
I can't top that. Or maybe.
Ooh.
It depends on the writer.
It was just a theory, a smut theory.
Oh my god.
I'm putting that in spicy quotes. I'm proud of that.
You're a monster.
That's a good one.
Kind of proud of that one. Oh shit.
And if you'd like to read our spicy quotes, join our Discord.
Yeah.
In the link below, possibly. Yeah. If not below, check the website, hallowedhavenstudios.com.
There it is.
hallowedhavenstudios.com.
That's
hallowedhavenstudios.com.
I did not expect my question to spiral into this. I'm so sorry for everyone's.
No, it was a great question. It's a little wild to think that in the same episode we had the whole hospital thing and the blood sacrifice and then driving off the pier and also that conversation.
It was a lot.
Yeah, this episode was fucking packed.
Yeah. Props to BP for both of those scenes, the description of the blood sacrifice and the phone conversation.
Agreed. That was a lot of work and done very well.
Yeah. I was glad that I rolled well on the sacrifice scene, but also it was intense. I was very sold. What do you think that does?
Nothing good.
Yeah,
the fucking Aztecs.
I mean, it's probably great for them, but horrible for everyone else.
Here's what we gotta understand: is that this wonderful group of people, these four, created an altar for the Aztecs over a blood sacrifice. Nothing I just said at the end of that sentence is good, and the person you have praying to that is this wonderful volunteer lady who wants nothing for other people to be happy. And I guarantee you, every time she goes near that thing, it is sucking out her fucking life force.
It's
only for
possible.
a few months. It'll be fine.
And once those months are over, it'll find something else. Someone else.
Oh no, speaking of problems in that regard, we still have seeds that we have to throw around.
Yeah, you do, bitch.
Oh no.
Yeah, you do, bitch.
Oh no.
I've been sitting on that since we Dingo was like, you shouldn't be holding those.
Oh no. ADHD man has the seeds.
Yep. Just remember, they're not sunflower seeds.
I've honestly had to remember, it's like, don't feed seeds to Ian right now. Don't do it. You're going to make a mistake.
Oh, God, please don't let baby... Yeah, I was going to say, please don't let baby dragon eat evil seed.
No, Braum doesn't get seeds either. He gets junk food. Safe, processed, in a package.
He's a clever little fucker. He'll find them. Hiding it's like hiding that one last dog treat from your dog. He's like staring at the spot like, I know where it is.
I mean, if he eats them, then poops them out and leaves them in the dirt, does that count as burying the seeds, right?
No, I was going to that weird coffee bean that they have purposely let animals eat, then shit out, then grind the coffee beans. I was thinking the whole thing on why though. So sorry.
So we've made some gourmet coffee, is what you're saying?
I mean,
some gourmet radioactive coffee.
Some gourmet shit right there.
Now that you're saying that, I don't know if anyone's seen the buttered side down the YouTube channel, but you should go look at how he makes coffee. It's hilarious.
All right, noted.
Yes, it involves an explosion.
Yeah, between these seeds and the acknowledgement of the evil king in the Fey realm, y'all got some problems to solve.
Yeah, Clint's stacking up the problems and volunteering for him, it seems.
Now, I missed the negotiation scene where you guys agreed to plant seeds.
It wasn't so much a negotiation.
Yeah, negotiation
as it
is a strong term.
Look, you had a whole ass god being like, "You fucking promised to what, Dad?" And then you're just like, "Oh, it was bad, wasn't it?" He's like, "Yeah, it was bad, Clint. It was real bad."
Surely,
hit me with it.
Surely this giant atomic spirit of, death that's communicating with Gwen, who's talking openly about creating this great cataclysmic event. Surely there's no problem in us just planting a few seeds, right?
And I can't stress it enough. You did hear as you were walking away that thing turning to Gwen and being like, "Yeah, sure, I'll join up," and then you never said anything. It's like fucking.
Yeah.
Oh goodness me!
It's a rough time.
Let me just switch over to Loki brain for a second.
High.
Yeah. It was chaos. It was beautiful.
You mean to tell me that the personification of the nuclear fear Japan is pro Ragnarok and also loose?
I will say,
cool.
You know what? I'm going to ask this. This is
Loki,
for everyone involved.
That.
This is for everybody. No offense to Karim, but Karim's only been here a short while. But Gavin, you have been here almost a full season, so I'll ask you this right now before we get to the finale, because I'm sure you'll get upstaged in the finale by your own self. Favorite Clint moments?
Ooh, favorite Clint moment. That's tough. Let me pull up my journal here.
Because for me, I'm just going to spit it out right now. So, let's make a deal. Really? No. Episode ends.
All right, tell me more. That was probably the perfect just 2-second Clint moment.
Sell me your soul, sharp boy. No. Because it took me a while to remember, and I'll just say this because I don't know, it's after time. I was chilling. But I remember that moment from the SpongeBob movie. It was like, "You'll have 10 days to figure it out. You can do it in 9, 8, 7, 6." It's just like, what the fuck
Same
are you
energy. Yep.
It's just Patrick energy. I finally have an understanding. Oh my god.
He's just a big dopey starfish, that's all.
No, yeah. This goes for you too, Saul. Sorry.
Honestly, favorite Clint moment. God, there's his first reaction to seeing a giant ancient chair that's basically like beaconing magic is like, yeah, I'm gonna punch it.
A symbol of terror and problems. I'm gonna try and break it.
I'm gonna punch it.
I'm gonna punch it real good.
Straight up.
Yep.
I thought it wasn't a terrible idea. I was listening to the episode and I'm like, yeah, fuck that chair. It's clearly bad. I'd sit in it, but that's me.
Oh my god.
Oh,
you know what? Fuck that chair, man. I'm gonna fuck it up. Yo, you go get it, boy. Yeah, I'm gonna get it. You get it, boy.
Give him the chair.
Give him the chair.
It's
hey, Clint,
clearly
you good?
Bad.
I think I'm cursed. Oh, it's really, really bad. Yeah.
Oh, it's the worst.
Oh, it's a bad chair. I thought it was just a bad chair. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'd have sat in it because I'm that wild, but...
Yeah, I didn't want to go that far. I didn't want to respect the chair. I wanted to disrespect the chair. Disrespect my surroundings.
All right. Favorite Clint moment?
So my favorite Clint moment would have to be, to toot my own horn, is the moment of delivering a drunken speech to Ganesha to celebrate the epic vegetarian Texan barbecue. It was some quickly scribbled notes, some improvising, and a lot of fun.
Hell yeah, it did.
I feel inclined to second that. It was very good. and
Thanks,
very completed the scene.
You did lose brownie points with Shango, by the way, there, Gavin.
Uh-oh, what's that?
Where's my fucking barbecue?
Oh, it's I didn't have it in the text. I had it in the episode. Oh no. So it's at Damon's farm. It's in the freezers if you want it frozen.
I don't want frozen barbecue.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking too. We're gonna have to have a whole nother cook-off. I mean, if you weren't having a party right now, what do you think Clint's gonna be doing for you, Shango? He's gonna be cooking.
Granted, if you were low, obviously.
The gang fails their task because Clint went to get the barbecue.
I am actually here for that, yeah.
Guys, hold on. I got to go back to Damon's to pick up some materials. I'll be right back. I got to cook for my guy.
Meanwhile, like Shango's on the island coming back around to check on everybody. Oh, well, I'm sorry, I'm a little drunk. Hey, where's Clint? He went to go get your barbecue. Oh, that fucker didn't bring my barbecue. Like, totally missing the point. Like, wait, he left? Oh, he did go to get my barbecue. Oh,
Surely that big scary thing in the water won't pose a threat. That'll be okay.
Speaking of which, are you excited for this trial?
Oh, I am so excited.
Yeah?
I'm so ready.
No, you're not.
I've bumped my stats. I've got very low virtues and very low legend points. I'm so ready. We're all gonna die.
It's gonna be fabulous.
Oh, Jesus.
I can't wait. It's gonna be a fun time. It's gonna be an epic finale. It's gonna be great.
But before we diggity dip, any questions for each other or for your two hosts? Or for the host to the two guests? It's freeform. Fire off.
Why do you call it the toothpick?
Because it is a toothpick. It's something that he keeps between his lips whenever it's not in weapon form. He carries it with him all the time, like a very nervous guy who's always chewing on a toothpick. It's never being chewed on. It's just sitting there.
Cool. Less conspicuous than my firearm, which was Karim's relic.
Yeah, it was a bit of that. He doesn't want to appear imposing and intimidating. He wants to appear as a safe and approachable fellow. And if nothing else, you can ask him for directions and he'd help you out. He's got a toothpick hanging out of his mouth. If it was real deep south, maybe that'd be a piece of straw or wheat, but we got to have tools to use.
For sure. Nice.
Yeah. What do you think is going to get Karim back into the story? Because I do want to see him in season 3, but what are your conspiracy theories?
I have a theory, and it's a pretty solid one, which is just that you guys haven't done your task for the Egyptian Pantheon yet.
Yeah.
Straight up going to be the job.
That makes sense. So do you think we'll make that into 2, maybe 3 episodes?
Oh, 3 for sure.
There we go. That'll be a new record, right?
Yeah. Yeah, if we can do 3 episodes of whatever we end up doing, hopefully fun and crime and also crying. So
yeah, got to have the fan service in there somewhere.
Exactly. Yeah, I think that is how he will return and get to, I don't know, maybe show off, maybe not. We'll see.
That's a thing. So Clint has made it a habit of checking people's Enochs and their virtues and stuff. I don't think he's checked Karim's.
Oliver did check my virtues.
Yeah, Oliver did, but Clint didn't use his own magic eyes to perceive that. So he's just taking Karim as he appears. Didn't think about that at the moment.
Yeah. Fun choice, considering that Oliver knows my lowest virtue is loyalty.
Yikes.
Yeah,
Yep.
I mean, that checks out. That's all right. Clint's lowest virtue is intellect, so it kind of clicks together.
You know, there are
Yeah.
times, Kareem, where you seem nah, it's probably nothing. And just like walk the fuck away.
I'm not sure I trust you. Hey, is that a shiny thing over there?
Oh, let me go get it.
Yeah.
For you, Grizz, how are you enjoying being the Shango? And what was the inspiration behind Shangies?
Well, I don't know if I'll play him again at this point. The overall plan was for me to come in like halfway through episode 9, so I don't think I'm showing up again, if at all. Even in season 3 at this point. I mean, playing Shango was fun. The inspiration for Shangies was I had, again, 25 minutes to get you somewhere.
I'm so sorry, man.
Yeah. Like,
I thought you were going to be in most of episode 10.
No.
Okay.
Not at all. I am not in the cast list for episode 10.
Dang, sorry.
You're good.
What does that mean?
It means you're getting fucked.
Right?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. We're not going to turn this task in. We're going to die.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Ice Cube has a very good song. That's not funny. Tango was a lot of fun to play. I wish I could have fleshed him out more, but I didn't get the chance to. Hopefully I will soon. We'll see what happens in season 3. But there are other things I want to do with him, but I can't say what they are yet.
Is it because they matter to the story?
No, it's taking so long. I don't know if I'll get there.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. I guess. Okay.
Hit him with the alley-oop.
God damn.
No, it was an absolute blast. Getting that text message from Clint was like really wholesome, and I appreciated it. It meant I left an impression, which is all I wanted to do. And like Overthinker said, he said something kind of profound. Not that I'll let him know because it'll go to his head. Is that you just want to make sure they have like moments of realization of their own characters just by you interacting with them. And I'm pretty sure he didn't influence Oliver, but he did poke Clint in the direction that he wanted him to go in. He poked Coda in a direction. Hopefully, the deal with Net probably screwed a lot of that up. But I made you guys think about your characters and what they have been going through and what they'll turn into. That's all I really wanted. He showed up and played Dad, and that's what I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Feels good. Feels
Also,
feels appropriate.
Overthinker, I love you. I hope you know that. You know I love you, dude.
Yeah, thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
You too.
Yeah.
It's all love. It's all good.
Oh yeah.
And with that, does anyone else have any other questions?
Are y'all excited for the next season? Are you excited for the crazy stuff that we're gonna not do?
I cannot wait for more waffling.
Yes.
I love waffles.
Yes.
You do go to IHOP a lot.
Oh,
it's a good place.
Of course, yeah, IHOP. That's where we should go.
It's either that or Waffle House.
Suddenly, Kareem and breakfast food. It's just like, yep, that's part of him.
All right. Before we wrap up, I want to be able to do something. If that's cool.
By all means.
And this is an exclusive for people who are listening to this episode. We're gonna have a new host starting for City of Smoke, which is gonna be premiering in January. I'm introducing Tink. Tink, say hello.
Hello.
That's right. You're getting involved too. Tink will be joining me as co-host for City of Smoke, and we are very excited to have her here on After Dawn. Welcome, Tink. Round of applause.
Hey.
Termite, put in a round of applause. Have streamers and oh god.
That didn't sound right. Never mind.
No.
And thanks for trying. Didn't work out so well though.
We'll fix it in post. Just wanted to introduce Tink, and Tink, welcome to the crew. We're excited to have you.
I'm excited to be joining you.
That's right. I'm throwing you in here whether you like it or not. But yeah, that's about it. That's it for me.
I would like to thank everyone so much for listening in to this episode of After Dawn. These episodes go up on Thursdays around noon for our patrons. Everyone at the $5 plus tier gets these the Thursday that they are recorded. Everyone else, unfortunately, gets them a month later. So think about subscribing so that way you can keep up to date with your Hallowed Haven news. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
And that's
Gavin,
that.
quick.
Mom.